One Piece 1120. We got Sabo versus the Elders. Imu's talking some scary stuff. We got Vivi escaping in her epic mount. All kinds of good stuff happening. So let's see what they're up to now. I'm Mike.
Tasha.
And we are Billion Beri, and let's get going.
The ruler's judgment. Maybe it'll be Bonney. Or Leo. Tiny little Cantata.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's just a bunny. Oh. And even if they had, they're not going to help you.
Yeah, we are not getting involved, is what they said.
Huh.
Oh, these two.
Yeah. Aha, that's how he got out.
Defeated the guy that found him.
Mm-hmm.
Took his stuff. I'm just gonna stand out in the open and talk?
Ha!
Gotcha!
Ah, Morgans?
Ooh.
I was wondering how Morgans was gonna come into this. He's like, oh really?
He's like,
Now that sounds like information I want.
I'll come get you right away. Scoop.
It's probably traceable.
I
mean, they probably have like a surveillance system called Snail Trail. Well, not quite.
Maybe the ship doesn't actually make it to Lulusia. Yeah, really. Everyone he knows is D.
Yeah. So, is it some kind of satellite weaponry?
Yeah. This means it was chosen before they knew Sabo was headed there.
Yeah, so it had nothing to do with any of that.
That's it. That's the whole reason. Wow.
Yeah, because you literally just hit the Emperor ships with the same thing and just end them in a second.
No! Keep your weird mitts off our BB. You won't get BB.
No. Such justice.
Yes.
Oh boy.
There's a baby Dofi!
Baby Dofi, baby Moria,
Baby Croc.
Baby Croc.
They got one for every warlord.
Baby Croc.
That was the whole point of the warlord system, I bet you.
Yeah.
例によって俺は英雄扱い、革命への士気を感じたからだ。さあどうする？
Trash.
Trash.
戦うか己の運命を選べ出航と同時に間接通信をしたのが政府に通話を傍受されたろうが俺はきっとルルシアに
Snail trail.
入隊希望者たちと一緒に海に
Uh-huh.
その通話中だったわけちゃぶるね。
ああ
Yeah, I saw it from the ship and was just like,
パニック
wow.
彼らは目の前で吹き飛ぶ故郷を見たんだ
Joining the Revolutionary Army really was their life's hope.
Yeah.
They just didn't know to what extent.
大きな影が覆い尽くした
My gosh, if Vegapunk is the one that helped them have that kind of power, oh.
Yeah.
自然の何かじゃ説明がつかない。
さっきイムって言っちゃぶるわね。
ああ、
拍子もない話をするんだけど、ネロナ家のイム星という王がいたの。
え
Whoa.
Ooh.
見てこれよ。不老になる能力というものが存在する。
Immortal, yep.
って偶然同じ名前かもしれないけど、自分たちを神の末裔とふんぞり返るもう一つぶっ飛びちゃぶるわよ。
But wait! There's more!
バナータが見た雲の上から国を滅ぼす何かが政府の使う兵器だったとして、そんなもの作れるのはベガパンクしかいないだとしたら古代兵器ならどう？
古代兵器は確かに存在するとロビンは言っていた。なぜ今まで使わなかった？なぜ今使っ
Mm-hmm.
Good questions.
本日一人の天竜人が処刑された。
Executed.
Was it the green-haired guy?
Yeah. Mjosgard or something like that?
Yeah.
現在は神の騎士団の最高司令官
This.
ガーリング星である。
Moonhead.
Dude, he looks like Mac Moon or whatever that guy's name was.
人族を
Yep.
It's Mac tonight! Come on, make it Mac tonight!
ドン・キホーテ・ミョスガルド星。
Don Quixote?
君をかばうやつは
I didn't know he was a Don Quixote.
I didn't know that either.
Whoa.
Hmm.
Oh my. Huh.
For every answer we get, we just get 10 more,
More
questions.
questions. Ah. Yeah, and it's like the answers they give are the basis of branches of questions.
Yeah. It's like peeling back an onion. You don't get to the core of it right away. You got to peel all the layers and
Endless
eventually get
layers.
there. Wow, so a lot to unpack from that. Not much happened, but we learned a lot of things.
Yeah. Oh. Imu is immortal, like I thought. I was a thought I had. Like, has Imu been here the whole time? I think so.
I was hoping that we'd get to see like a picture from the history books,
Yeah.
because I want to confirm whether I'm correct in that Emu's a woman.
Hmm. I want to know what Imu wants with Vivi.
Well, probably because she's tied to Lily. You know, she's
Yeah,
an
but
ancestor.
It feels like there's something more to that. Like, didn't say just kill her. Said, I want Vivi. You know?
Maybe it has
So-
something to do with, maybe it's twofold. Maybe it's A, she's the last in the line of the Nefeltaris.
Yeah, that's true.
And B, if anybody knows anything about the ancient weapon that is still alive, it would be her. Because they killed Cobra.
And it may have been like a royal secret.
Yeah, so maybe it's a twofold thing.
In fact, I think the knowledge of the weapon in Alabasta is a royal secret. It was in the royal crypt that Crocodile was poking around,
Yeah.
trying to find the information. So I believe, yeah, that probably
Yeah.
after weapon secrets.
Yeah, because if I'm thinking back to when Robin read the poneglyph in the crypts, I think it was information about the weapon, but she lied to Crocodile saying it wasn't.
Yep.
If I'm recalling it correctly, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So yeah.
And I want to say that was for Pluton.
Yeah.
So whatever
yeah.
Pluton does or is was in Alabasta.
And I bet you, if you could read the poneglyph, you would find that Nefeltari blood is the key to unlocking it.
Probably that would make sense because then it can't fall into anyone else's hands.
Yep, so they're probably the guardians of it.
Yeah.
They have the knowledge of it passed down to them, and they are the key.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So that is a good working theory for why Imu didn't say kill Vivi, instead said I want Vivi.
yeah.
Run, Vivi, run! Find Luffy! Quick!
Run, bitch! Get some help!
She needs to join up with her Straw Hats Nakama.
That's right.
She needs backup. She can't do this alone. And
also-
poor Pell and Chaka and Igaram, like the people that they love and watched over all these years, one's dead, one's missing, they're losing their minds. Like,
Yeah.
aw. And
Crazy.
they probably have a sense of guilt in that they feel they were incompetent in their duties somehow, you know? Like, I feel bad for them.
They just don't realize that they're playing checkers when everybody around them is playing 4D chess.
Yeah. Their scope is very small,
Yeah.
and they are part of a very wide scope of events.
Yep.
So.
But it appears I'm incorrect. Imu did not use some kind of moonbeam because Imu's the night god.
Yeah.
Although that part remains to be seen. But it seems
But
to be
it
some
is
kind of
some
weapon.
sort of weapon. So it
seems
may
like
not
a
be
satellite.
Imu's powers that actually did it. It's a weapon. So that's an interesting revelation.
Yeah.
And it also explains why maybe this hasn't been employed before. They use buster calls instead.
Yeah.
So they were probably trying to test this to see if it was just as or more effective than a buster call.
Yep. It feels like these last couple of episodes have combined two of the Pierce Brosnan James Bond movies and put them into one. Because you've got the Golden Eye that is shooting. I mean, obviously it's not an island destroyer like this one is, but right, satellite weapon that causes mass destruction.
What the bloody hell was that?
Yeah.
And then you've got Tomorrow Never Dies, where the main villain is the media mogul who's spreading misinformation to cause wars and stuff.
This, Justin, by a curious quirk of fate, it seems a small crisis is brewing. I want full newspaper coverage.
AKA Sabo and Cobra, right? It's like, there's no news like bad news, right?
Yeah.
And so it feels like those two movies are just kind of converging and becoming the Reverie
A little bit.
to a degree. So
I really hope that Morgans doesn't betray Vivi. Because I think he would in a heartbeat if it meant more news for himself.
yeah, I don't think he has any allies. I think his only ally is
Himself.
himself and his information.
Yep. He's just in it for whatever will get him newsworthy information.
Yeah. I had thought he was more allied or at least leaning towards like the Revolutionary Army and pirates like Luffy who are trying to change things. He seemed like he was in favor of that.
A second there.
But I don't remember exactly what he said in a previous episode, but it made it sound like now he's kind of against Luffy.
Well, he basically made up the news. He
Oh,
was like,
yeah.
who cares? It's a headline.
True, yeah.
He just made it up.
Yeah. That's
but,
right.
But that's not true. Who cares? It's news.
Yep. Yeah.
So.
Speaking of news, if it really is Vegapunk that created this weapon that Imu tested out, like, I can't have sympathy for Vegapunk if he's creating these weapons of mass destruction.
He's smart enough to know what it is and what they would use it for.
Yeah. It's like, okay, I get it. You're curious. You want to create new technologies and stuff, but like, that seems, I mean, obviously it's going to be put in the wrong hands.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously it's going to be used for nefarious purposes.
Yeah.
And you're basically condemning the world to death just because
depression.
Because you have to investigate and research stuff.
Because you have to create new technology.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, that's not a good enough reason to bring doom and oppression and destruction on everyone in the world.
Yeah. You can't just throw up your hands and be like, I'm just a scientist. I just research and I make things.
Yeah, no.
I don't control how evil or how good they are.
No.
That's up to other people.
He has enough knowledge to understand exactly what the possible ramifications of his actions would be.
Yeah.
So there's no pass there. And it's like, if you are just really interested in discovering new things, like discover things that help humanity. There is no other purpose to this weapon except pure destruction.
Yep.
That is the only thing this does. There is no good use for this weapon.
No.
So.
Yeah. So, don't know what to make about that one.
I am disappointed.
Yep, disappoint. Let's see. We see how Sabo left. We see that Vivi and Wapple would not be super good at like Assassin's Creed stealth missions. Like,
I mean,
they were stealthy at first, and then they stood up and they're like, "What should we do now? Hey, let's go hide in those boxes," just in eyesight of basically everyone.
Like, wait. You should be saying that crouched behind another
Right.
box.
And it was completely lucky that nobody saw them, apparently.
Yeah. With that blue hair, she's kind of obvious.
Yeah, that blue hair, she's an attractive woman, and then she's next to this guy who's got a mouth that has its own zip code.
Yeah.
Like,
and an iron jaw.
Iron jaw. You kind of stand out a little bit, especially when basically everyone around you had a uniform on.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't.
Everyone around is on high alert looking for you.
Right.
So their eyes are already scanning for certain features.
So you're just lucky that their version of looking for you was doing this. Because...
Yeah, they're like, they're not over here, standing right here.
Yeah, like... It's like video game AI for stealth, just like, where are they?
Oh, man.
When you're like crouched right in front of them. I don't see anything.
Where'd he go?
Yeah.
Where'd he go? Sabo, on the other hand, was smart and stealthy. He donned his enemy's armor and snuck out and then got aboard a ship and just hid.
Yeah.
So, Sabo, always resourceful.
Yep. Wow, what else happened?
I think that was the bulk of it. This wasn't like a super thrilling episode or anything, but I definitely enjoyed finding out the tidbits of lore. Because, now we know that Imu's the Immortal Saint Imu. So, and finding out that Mjosgard was a Don Quixote, that was interesting to me.
And was basically crucified.
Yeah, actually crucified by Mr. Moon Man.
Yeah, Mr. Moon Man. I can't remember his name already. It's something like Garline or something like that was his last name.
Yeah.
Like Philippa Garline or some weird thing like that. But he's just Mr. Moon Man.
Fingerling? Gar? I don't know.
But he's Mr. Moon Man now.
Yep, Mr. Moon Man. That's his name now.
And I think that's probably the first time we've seen him. I don't recall ever seeing him before.
I would have remembered a Moon Man.
Yeah, so...
I don't think I'd forget Moon Man. That is some crazy hairstyling you got there, bud.
Yeah. But of course Mjosgard was going to be killed.
Yeah, you can't side against your fellow celestial dragons. It just doesn't work.
And then stay there.
Yeah. He would have had to have escaped.
He would have had to leave with Sabo or somebody.
He ended his life the minute he stood up against them in favor of Shirahoshi.
Yeah. But it will not be in vain because your actions ended up saving some important people. And the butterfly effect of that will probably permeate through the world. So
I have to wonder, though, if Shirahoshi got away or not. Because Vivi got captured and had to flee. Leo and Sai basically popped out Luffy's name, but that's not going to do them much good without Luffy actually there. And they were surrounded, so they're probably in a Marijoy jail or something if they didn't get away. And then, the brothers and Shirahoshi were there still after the whole Charlos thing. It looked like they were just chilling, and it's like, do you not understand? You need to run fast.
Something tells me what they did was they used their little floaty life preserver balloon thing, like pool toy things.
Uh-huh.
and just jumped off the side of the island because they could just dive right into the water.
I hope that is exactly what they did, because, yeah, I don't think that Charlos is dead. I think he was just severely beaten. And the second he pops awake, they're going to be after Shirahoshi again. And even if he doesn't pop awake, his dad, who was backing him in taking Shirahoshi, will probably be like, I want you in revenge for my son. You know, like, you're coming with me, you're going to be a slave.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to stop until they have Shirahoshi. I think Shirahoshi's going to have to go into hiding.
Probably.
She'll have to stay out of the Fishman Kingdom, too, because they will annihilate Fishman Island going after her. She's going to have to, like, go somewhere else entirely.
Tow the Noah somewhere and make a room for her in the Noah.
Mm-hmm.
And just hide it somewhere.
I wonder if it'll be, like, the Sea Kings bring Noah, grab her, and take her to wherever, like, there may be a safe place for... Because she is the weapon, so there may be a safe place to keep her.
Maybe Surame will drag the Noah to the north with Surame's brother.
There we go. That'd be good. That'd be a rough one for poor Shirahoshi, who's not used to cold climate.
Yeah, but desperate times, I guess.
Yeah, but I don't foresee the Celestial Dragons stopping until they have Shirahoshi. Just even out of spite. Even if Charlos is dead, the dad would go after him after her out of spite.
Yeah, something tells me what's about to happen, though, is that the Revolutionary Army is finally going to start moving.
Hopefully it'll be a good enough distraction.
And that'll give them something to think about other than some petty thing that happened.
Yeah, because ultimately she'll be an afterthought if something more important comes along.
Yeah, if they're actually directly challenged, they'll find that to be more of an affront.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get another mermaid later.
Yeah, they're a dime a dozen, you know.
Yeah. So.
But
yeah, I think that's
everything.
That's about it, really. Kind of a slow lore dump episode. Almost happened in parallel with what we've already seen, like the events from a different perspective and such. Yeah. So that was kind of cool. Looks like next week is a recap episode, so nothing to really talk about there.
Yeah, I won't be doing a reaction next week because of that. We just don't see the point.
No. And honestly, I'm pretty thankful about that. I've got a lot of stuff going on this upcoming week, so I've got lots of editing projects to do.
We just opened up all of our OP08, and sorted it, organized it, put it away, been selling it, all that. We are tired.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess that'll about do it. If you like this video and you want to see more, you can like and subscribe and comment on our channel. And we'll have plenty of good reactions coming forward. We're going to be obviously reacting to the anime, and then once season 2 of the live action comes out and the One Piece comes out, we're going to be reacting to all that.
Yeah, those are a little bit... I think they're next year, though.
Yeah,
so. But
I can't wait for those to come out. I keep seeing these flashbacks and episodes, and I just want to start the whole thing over again. But,
I know.
I kind of want to just wait for the One Piece so that we can kind of watch it that way.
Because then it'll be something new.
It'll be old but new.
Yeah.
So that'll be good.
But if we did miss anything in the big lore dump, let us know in the comments. I'm definitely looking forward to whatever you guys have to say. And
just no spoilers that go beyond the anime, please.
Yeah. Careful, please, please. And I think that's everything.
Yeah. So I'm Mike.
Tasha.
And we are Billion Beri. And if you want to see more of our reactions, you can see it here. And if you want to see some case openings or some such over there, I'll have some video over there. I'm not sure yet. But,
we'll figure it out later.
Yep. But until next time, see you later.
Bye, guys.